Jump off that exhausting hamster wheel and into balanced living with Dr. Marissa.
Promise you joy in the mystery.
Dr. Marissa, also known as the Asian Oprah. Her mission, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. Her purpose, to be your personal advocate to live, laugh, love, learn. Her life motto, don't die wondering. Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And welcome. You are tuned into Take My Advice. I'm not using it. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on NBC News Radio KCAA, AM 1050, FM 102.3, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, Amazon Music, Audible, and more. Because I'm on a happy 88 mission, 88 million more happy people in the next 8 years. And so I want to balance out all the bad news that is so readily and easily available for you and balance it out with good news. So I bring you on location clips of great stories around our community, as well as guests and topics that make you feel good. So if you stumbled on this show, please stay. And if you're an oldie but goldie, then welcome back. I am Dr. Marissa. I'm also known as the Asian Oprah because I was actually introduced to Oprah as the Asian Oprah by my big brother, Michael Bernard Beckwith, founder of Agape International Spiritual Center. And so that's how that happened. And truth of the matter is I was actually introduced by Suzanne Toshiro Choi years before that to the stage when I won I believe it was the 2014 Asian Entrepreneur of the Year Award or the Heritage, one of them. And they put this big fanfare up and put Asian Oprah. And to be honest, at that time, it was a little scary and intimidating. And so I did not take the name and run with it. In fact, I sort of, did the typical Asian cultural norm for women. And no, that's really, not me, and didn't want to step into it. In fact, there's a story that I use when I do Valuing Diversity of a Chinese carpenter who's asked if he does good work. And he will say, oh, no, just average. And so that's one of the differences. I'll use this as a teaching point, obviously, in cultures where it is part of the culture. And yes, we are in Rome. We should do as Rome, but it's difficult to break patterns like that. Very strong cultural norms that bragging and tooting your own horn is not okay. And so that's why very near and dear to my heart is doing work with Asian entrepreneurs, Asian women, young Asian women, to let them know that we do not have to be quiet. We also don't have to go to the other extreme and be angry all the time. But there is a place for Asian women in media. There's a place for Asian women in leadership. And to that end, I am grateful. Every year I do the Chinese Spotlight film. Some of you know my role in the Newport Beach Film Festival. So shout out to the wonderful women that I got to work with this year to make that happen. Oh, and by the way, director Zhang Yimou on winning the Newport Beach Film Festival Award for Outstanding Achievement, director of 1 Second. And I was so proud that I got to introduce that film at the Newport Beach Film Festival. So, where was I? How did we get over there? You just never know where my stream of thought is going down. And down what hill. But I think we were talking about Asian women and supporting Asian women, and how yes, now I remember how I was a little tentative about embracing my honorable moniker, but now I use it often and much because I am honored to be called the Asian Oprah. And yes, I do absolutely know that I don't have to use that, and that I am Dr. Marissa, and you all know me as that, and that's good, and it's good enough. And at the same time, I want to honor my designation as the Asian Oprah because I believe Oprah has done an amazing job bringing topics like spirituality or self-love and self-care to the mainstream media, and she continues to do so with her interviews. So I am honored. Sheshe to Oprah for allowing me to use that honorable moniker. Plus, y'all know when I do interviews on the red carpet, or the other day, my daughter was so impressed that I got to interview YG. When I say this is Dr. Marissa, also known as Asian Oprah, it puts people in a laugh and then at ease. And so there's the other reason why I still use it. Okay. Hopefully I didn't sound defensive there, but I did want to give the expanded version, which I don't usually do on the show, to tell you why I am known as #Asian Oprah. All right. Today is December 14th, and there's a number of special things. The first thing that you'll love to know, that it is National Free Shipping Day. So if you didn't know that already, many outlets, many online stores are using this national day to celebrate and offer you free shipping. So if you haven't already done all your shopping, which, is totally fine, as long as you get it done before it lands on their lap, to me, that's fine. Then take advantage of National Shipping Day. As well, if you are shopping on Amazon and you don't have a designee for Smile Amazon nonprofit, then please use 8 Ways to Happiness, because then my nonprofit, 501c, 8 Ways to Happiness, gets a little bit of love, money, energy from Amazon. And for those of you who don't know, it's always available for donations. It's a nonprofit that is aimed at helping kids, teens, and young adults who have temporarily forgotten their birthright to happiness. So if you don't want to donate directly, then absolutely use Smile Amazon and put it in there when you shop, and I'll get a little bit. As well, I'm running a holiday special, and I only have a certain number of days to talk about it. And there's a little visual that I'm going to show you now, and you'll just enjoy the music. If you're not watching and you're just listening, then go to drmarissa.life and you will see the Happy 88 value meal that is available during the holidays for you. Enjoy. And yes, you saw all of those items in the visual. Those of you who are just listening, I'll show you real quick. There's a balanced Tai Chi Gong DVD and download, which is the moving meditation that promotes inner peace one breath at a time. There's also my Mommy What Are Feelings book with incredible artwork done by my daughters when they were 4 and 6. And then my Happy 88 book, 8 Ways to Happiness from wherever you are, that actually hit #1 on Amazon, #4 on Denver Post. So the download of the audiobook, which I actually speak on, is part of that value 88 meal. It's normally $88, but you can get it for $28, as well as the original music that I sing. Some of you know that I sing, as well as the 21-day fast from complaining. So lots of goodies in that holiday special. Please do pick it up. Proceeds go to my nonprofit, 8 Ways to Happiness. All right. And what else is it today? For the deliciousness of life, as you know I love to do, it is National Bouillabaisse Day. Say that 4 times quickly. It's a stew originating in France. It traces its roots all the way back to ancient Greece. The main components are fish, including eel and shellfish, vegetables, and broth. What makes this stew unique are the herbs and spices, and the broth and fish are served separately, accompanied by sliced bread with roux spread, think garlic mayonnaise. So bon appetit as you enjoy the deliciousness of life. Go find a bouillabaisse to celebrate National Bouillabaisse Day. I said it 3 times there. All right. It is also National Halcyon Day. It technically falls in December around the time of the winter solstice every year. And the story goes back to ancient Greece of love, gods and goddesses, tragedies, and seas and birds with magical powers. So take all of that and have a beautiful, magical day. So in the history of Halcyon Days, it immediately transports us to happy spaces. Good times in college with friends, a period of success, new kids. It is just a happy memory day. So it's very close to one of the Happy 88 tools that I use in my book, which is called Turning on a Dime of Memories. So if you're feeling the moody blues or the holiday blues right now, do yourself a favor, go to your phone. I know usually I tell you not to go to your phone, but go to your phone and go to your videos. And I'm sure that there's something fun and sweet and laughter making, which is my favorite sound in the whole wide world. Something you can look at and have a sweet memory. It's kind of like Throwback Thursday, except you can do it any day and it'll make you feel better. And if it sounds like I don't want you to feel holiday blues, I do want you to feel your feelings fully, but I don't want you to stay blue too long. One, it's not good for your health, and there's a virus that we're trying to fight out there right now. And the more positive you are, the better your cells are equipped to fight the virus. The more you meditate, same thing happens. So that's why I want you to feel better. That's why I don't want you to stay in the holiday blues. All right. And to that end, we have some question answers from callers today because it went over so well when I tried a couple of weeks ago, my first one, then we did a second one last week. And so this week we're going to do a third one. And the special thing about this particular caller spotlight is that it's coming from my Radio for Our Deaf Community series, and my wonderful first staff interpreter, Sharon Louis Pierre, is interpreting with American Sign Language, my favorite language. And so you can watch and listen that. For those of you who are just listening, you can come back to my YouTube channel, find this show, and share it with any friends that you know who are using American Sign Language. That's when we come back here on Take My Advice, I'm Not Using It. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And we're back. You're tuned into Take My Advice, I'm Not Using It. Get balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, NBC News, CNBC News, and NBC Sports Radio, KCAA, AM 1050, FM 102.3, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere, including my YouTube channel, where if you free subscribe, you'll get an alert every weekday morning for my show, every single morning at 8 a.m. And thank you for making me the number one 8 a.m. show slot in the Inland Empire and number 2 in Southern California, only behind Bill Handel. So we'll have to do something about that. We'll have to handle him. Just kidding. I am happy to share also other videos that are on my channel, including red carpet playlists with interviews from Lieutenant Uhura to Don Wells, lots of classic TV, beautiful. Jerry Mathers, Leave It to Beaver, was actually on my show before I had cameras in the studio, so you can find him on my iTunes channel. And you can also get my new short film called The New PPP, Post-Pandemic Possibilities. So lots of reasons to free subscribe on the YouTube channel. And as promised, Here is my Spotlight Caller Show. And we're going to start with Monique from LA, who has some issues with money. And so here it is. Enjoy.
And if you haven't already noticed, I want to thank my beautiful staff interpreter here to add to my Radio for Our Deaf series episodes, Sharon. I was so grateful that morning. I woke up and realized that now that I have a camera in the studio, I can actually do something. And it was very auspicious. That week we did our first episode was the same week of the scandal with the interpreter that was not an interpreter on the Mandela service. So that was no accident, but I'm really grateful that we have over 20 shows now in that series. So if you've missed any of my other Radio for Our Deaf series shows, from Marianne from Gilligan's Island, Don Wells, to Marianne Williamson, to Brian Tom, the blind CEO, please go to my YouTube and watch for free. And yes, it's my birthday episode today. We didn't get a birthday song on there. Usually I sing happy birthday to everybody else. I'm not going to sing happy birthday to myself, but I do want to learn from Sharon how to say happy birthday in one of my favorite languages, which is sign language. Okay, Sharon, how do you sign happy birthday? I'm going to learn it. Happy, okay, this one, okay, third finger. Okay, what did I sign instead? Something bad. A curse word.
You just have your middle finger up, that's all.
Okay. Birthday. So happy birthday. Yay. To me. To me? To me. There you go. Thank you, Sharon. All right, enough of that. It's time to go to my first caller, and we have Monique calling in from LA. Welcome to Monique.
Hi.
Hi. And if any
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you so much. And
I was fine, but you couldn't hear me.
True that. But your happy birthday is great. So as per usual, if you would connect with me now through breath and just close your eyes gently. You're not driving, right?
No, I'm not driving.
Good. Feet on the ground, palms up, eyes gently closed. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and releasing all the stories and the drama. And another breath in, connecting with me through chi, eternal energy, and release. And gently opening your eyes. And on a scale of 1 to 10, in the area of relationships, 1 being not so great, 10 being fabulous, how would you rate your relationships right now?
I'm going to say about 8, 7 or 8.
An 8, all right. That's pretty good. And on the same scale, rating your health and well-being, what would you say it was?
Health and well-being, I'm going to say probably about 9, 8 or 9.
Okay, great. So far, there's no reason to call me, but we'll go on to the next one, which is job and career.
Now, okay, that's probably where I'm needing the call.
All right, that's why we do this.
Yeah.
What number?
I'm not set yet as far as career is concerned.
All right. So it's probably what, a 5?
Yeah, I'm going to say about a 5 or 6, somewhere in that area.
All right. Then how would you raise that number? What would have to happen? We're setting our intentions right now. What would you like to see happen to raise that number?
Definitely to, I definitely need to have some generate some income
Okay.
somehow. Right now, I am attending school to become a medical assistant,
Okay.
and I'm also a licensed massage therapist.
All right.
And I know in some ways they go hand in hand, but then in other ways they don't.
Okay. All right.
Considering, massage therapy being natural health and medical assisting can send me in many different directions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you're already on your way because some people want a new job and a career, and I ask them if they have a resume or if they're going to school, or if they're sitting at home in bed watching TV and eating bonbons. And so if you're doing the latter, it's not helping you. So you're already on your way. You're in school, and you have a skill that can earn money. So what is the
Right.
block here that is keeping you from being employable? And I don't believe in paying attention too much to anything that is an excuse. So whatever the market is as far as the economy or, excuse me, that there's no jobs out there, that's not true. There are jobs out there. So it tells me that there's something else going on why you think you cannot make money doing what you know how to do.
Well, I do certainly, I believe I can.
Okay.
I know a lot of it has to do with just, really positioning myself and definitely being more confident in the skill that I have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So how many people around you know what you do? So okay. So that hesitation told me a lot right there. So this is what I tell my life balance clients. It's like, it doesn't matter how good you are. If people do not know what you do, then it really doesn't matter. So part of the challenge and opportunity that everyone has is to be more confident and be more communicative about what it is that they do that brings in the energy called money. So,
Right.
so the good news is you have something that you know how to do. And I think, have you had anyone say that you're good at what you do?
All the time.
All right. So there you go. That's always the next question, because if you're not good at what you do, then there's a problem. So you've got
Right.
the skill, right? You've got the talent. You have external validation. So now let's look at the will. So in everything, there's skill and will. So you have the skill, and so I hear a hesitation in the will to do those things that need to be done to get yourself out there. Is that about accurate?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
It does.
And when we come back, we're going to go to our second caller. So stay tuned. Don't go away. Here on Take My Advice, I'm Not Using It, Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Take back your life with Dr. Marissa Pay.
And we're back. You're tuned into Take My Advice. I'm Not Using It. Get Balanced with Dr. Marissa, the morning show here on KCAA, AM 1050, FM 102.3, FM 106.5, and streaming everywhere. KCAAradio.com. Hit the listen now, or iHeartRadio, Spotify, Stitcher, Amazon Music, iTunes, and more. And I hope you enjoyed And now we continue with the callers on this special Radio for Our Deaf Community series show. Thanks to Sharon Pierre Lewis, and I wanted to wish her a congratulations. She just had her second beautiful baby, and it's a girl, and it's so wonderful. I'm so happy for you. I remember when you were single and just coming to my studio and being such a love to interpret for me when I first got this crazy idea for Radio for Our Deaf Community. But congratulations to Sharon. All right, and without further ado, here's the caller. Enjoy.
Yes, and you're so reticent about admitting that. So what do you think that you need to do that you don't feel like doing right now?
Well, I believe that what I'm not doing is being more communicative. Communicative, that word you use, with respect to marketing myself.
Got it. Do you have a Facebook?
I do.
Do you have an Instagram?
I do.
Are you on LinkedIn? Are you on LinkedIn?
I haven't been active on there.
Okay, so you can get back active. So your homework is to do those things that you don't like to do. So let's look at that. So one of the reasons why some people say they don't want to market themselves is they believe that, well, people should come to me. And if I'm that good, then people will, I can sit under a tree and meditate and they will come. And that it just doesn't work like that. And this is perfect because I just touted the Olympics. One of my the greatest things that Michael Phelps, I shared a stage with him and he said this and I will never forget it and I'm giving it to you, is what makes him a multiple gold medal winner versus a just medal winner. And he said that all of his competitors, they work out 6 days a week. Now, if he wants a competitive edge, he works out 7 days a week. Now, does he like doing that? No. And he said, it is easy to do things that you like to do. It is much more difficult to do things that you don't like to do. But that's what separates the golds with just an athlete. So you know what your gift is. You know what you're good at. All you have to do now is do those things that you don't like doing. So your homework is, you already have a Facebook. Instead of posting the meal that you had, I don't know if you do food porn at all, but
no, I don't.
Instead of going and spending time finding your friends and seeing what they're doing and clicking likes or adding comments, you can do that too. But I want you to put a post together that says, I am free this Saturday to come to your home and I do massage for those of you who don't know, and I'm running an August special or a back to school special before you get in the swing of things for $10 off an hour massage. That's all you have to do.
Okay.
All right. So just one post a day.
That's a great idea.
One post a day. Get back on LinkedIn, fill out your profile, and do that. The next thing I'd like you to do is to go on monster.com or even just Play. It's called Google Play, but it's not the app. The Google Play is just putting in once a day, instead of watching Netflix or watching Game of Thrones or whatever it is that takes your time, that doesn't allow you to do the communication, and just sit and see what happens when you put in keywords like local massage or wanted massage or new massage techniques, and just put it out there and it will guide you. There's a force at play that will guide you into play in doing what you love to do and making money while you're doing it.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. That actually sounds easy enough. I can do that.
Okay, so now we'll put the moose on the table. What's the real reason that you're giving the most begrudging? Okay, I'll do it, Dr. Marissa. So what is that? What is that? Is it why do I have to make money? Why don't I have someone taking care of me? Why do I have to work so hard? Why do things have to be so difficult? Am I close?
Well, kind of, sort of, but not really.
All right, and we are ready for caller number 2, who is Adrian, calling in from Texas. Welcome, Adrian.
Hello. Thank you.
Hello, thank you. And as per usual, if you would just gently close your eyes, feet on the ground, palms up, and connect with me through breath and taking a deep breath in through the nose. And releasing, soft shoulders, soft elbows, soft knees. And another deep breath in, opening your heart, mind and soul, connecting with me through chi, eternal energy. And when you're ready, open your eyes. People are falling asleep. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not so great, 10 being fabulous, how would you rate your current state of health and well-being?
About a 7.
7, good. And in the area of job and career?
About an 8.
An 8, beautiful. And in relationships?
About a 3 or a 4.
Okay, I guess that's where we're going. So can we talk in particular specifically about which relationship that is giving you such a nice low score?
It would be with my 3 boys.
3 boys. My 3 sons, how old are they?
Yes. 18, 14, and 11.
You have your hands full. And so the first thing I'd like you to do is take a breath and answer the question, have I done the best that I could with the time that I have and the resources I have?
Yes.
Are you a good mom?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And that is your anchor. And that is the truth. And that will keep you balanced no matter what happens. Got it? That's your center. So
Okay.
I want you to, from this point on, anytime you're asked for anything or told anything, you take that breath and you anchor yourself in that truth. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So what's going on?
They live with their father, and their father alienates me and turns them against me.
Okay. And they live with them full time?
He has they primarily live with him.
Okay. And
they disrespect me in everything I do.
All right. How often do they see you?
My oldest one I see quite often. My younger 2 I haven't seen in about a month.
Okay. And can you tell me in a nutshell why you did not get half custody?
Because they chose to live with their father, and I did not want to put them on a stand to testify that they wanted to live with their father.
So you sacrificed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That's tough. So that's why I said you anchor yourself. So now I know why I said that, because I don't usually say that. So, okay. So we're going to use the tool of the Serenity Prayer. So you know what the Serenity Prayer is?
Yes.
Okay. So let's work with the first part. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. So I cannot change the fact that my boys are primarily with their father. Cannot change that, right?
Correct.
Okay. I cannot change that. They're probably getting a one-sided talk from your husband about you. Cannot change that.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
You cannot change the fact that you are not with them physically a lot.
correct.
Okay. Okay, take a deep breath. Tears are the disinfectant that keep your heart soft. So it's good that you're feeling. I want you to feel this. Okay? Because it's tough, but it doesn't define who you are. Okay? There's nothing that anyone can say about you that will affect you if you do not believe it yourself. So some of your sadness is your own internalized letting the critical accusations or whatever it is, it's hitting you because you also have that belief. And so I'm going to work now with the second part, which is the courage to change the things that I can. So the fact is you can change. You cannot change the things we just talked about, but you can change the way you are seeing them. Okay? And it's going to take a lot of courage and practice. So the BS that might be going on in your head is, if I were a good mom, they would have chose to stay with me. If I had forced them, then this would not be. If I had never married and had these children, I wouldn't be in this situation. Why didn't I see my husband for what he was before? What did I do wrong to end up in this situation? So those are all BS belief systems. Have they crossed your mind?
Yes, every one of them.
Okay. They are BS. They are belief systems that are hurting you and keeping you stuck and keeping you attracting more negativity into your life. Every single one of those. So I'm doing a hard reset with you right now. On the count of 3, we're going to take a deep breath and we're going to unhook all of those BSs. Ready? Take a breath. And release all of that right now. That's a hard reset. Anytime any of that BS comes back, you say, thank you. My cookie browser has been deleted. There's no history of that anymore. We are choosing not to believe those things. I don't care who puts it in my face. I don't care what they're saying. What they think of me is none of my business. I am not entertaining that anymore. Has not done me any good for the year or years it's been foremost in my mind. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm replacing now with BS, good BS. This is fertilizer BS. Okay. We're planting new seeds. So the new seed is my sons will know me for who I am someday.
Okay.
Okay. So that is going to replace, they don't love me, they don't like me, they'll never love me. All of that is being replaced with, they will know me for the 88% good that I am one day. They will understand one day. And you just let go when that is. And it's none of your business when that is. Okay?
Okay.
I know how much I love my boys. That's another replacer.
Okay.
Do you love your boys?
More than anything in this world.
There you go. So I know that. You know that. They will know that. And they already know that at some level. But what you're seeing, you are looking through the lenses of your old BS. And so you can't even see when they do show it because you're still picking up what you think is predominant. And as long as you keep looking that way, that's all you will see. It's called Pygmalion effect. It's a lens that limits what you see. Next time your son says something like, I love you, or hey mom, how are you? You grab onto that as an indication of the love that they have. And all you focus on are those things that prove that BS that's shiitake versus the BS that's fertilizer. Okay, so it's your job. This is the courage to change the things you can. You have to change the way you're seeing this situation, or it will continue to take you down.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You can do this. You have a choice every morning when you wake up, because when you sleep, everything resets. The first thought in your head cannot be, my boys are not with me. Your first thought cannot be, it's not fair. Your first thought cannot be, I should have never let them go. You cannot have those thoughts first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, you don't think about that yet, because that is a loaded subject. So tell me 5 things, tell me 8 things right now off the top of your head that you're grateful for. What is going well in your life?
I am grateful for my parents.
Okay. That's 2.
For my and for my job.
Okay.
For job opportunity that I have coming up.
Okay.
I'm grateful for these great friends that are like family to me.
Okay.
I'm grateful for just being alive.
Okay, good.
I'm grateful for, having food on the table and be able to provide for my boys of what I do provide for them.
Okay.
Above and beyond than what I'm required to.
Okay. And then one more.
And I'm just grateful for God. Very, very grateful to have God in my life.
Okay. So you've got an easy, I didn't have to shovel that out of you. I didn't have to bribe it out of you. You did that very quickly. So that's how you start your morning. You wake up your eyes. Wake up your eyes. You wake up and open your eyes. That's a new one. I'm gonna wake up my eyes. So it must be the birthday punch. Okay. So you wake up. You open your eyes and you start with those 8. Okay. And then you call one of your friends and say, hey, I don't have the boys today. What would you like to do? So you begin training your mind with the new operating system.
Okay.
Okay? And you continue to look for the good. The time that I'm sure you talk to on the phone with them, right? Okay?
Yes.
And you go in there and you don't ask about dad and you don't ask about anything that may trigger you. Hey, how was school today? Hey, did you watch the Olympics? Hey, I saw a picture of you that I just love. Hey, do you still have that old toy? Hey, do you need any more clothes? Hey, when we go out next time, what are the top 3 things that you want to do? Hey, I really miss you. Hey, okay, do you get where I'm going with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's none of the old stuff. So you are not the victim here. Your boys are getting an opportunity to learn and grow in a way that you would have not picked, but they have the same God, baby. They have the same life force running through their veins, and they will have a chance at some time or another to have a relationship with you in a way that you cannot even fathom, that is going to be so rich you're going to go, oh, that's what Dr. Marissa was talking about. And you're one day going to say, I don't even regret this. It doesn't seem possible right now. It doesn't feel good right now. But it will happen one day. I also have a husband, and it was not fun. My first year, I was only allowed to see them on the weekends because he wanted primary custody, and it was the most difficult year of my life. And honestly, now, 10 years later, I am grateful for all that I went through, even the hard stuff, because it developed a talent, gift, and ability in me that could not have happened any other way. it was not a punishment. Yours is not a punishment. Yours is an opportunity to grow and develop in a way that you could not have if this had not happened. And so every day after your gratitudes is, show me what I'm learning today. Show me the love that I'm being chiseled to learn today. You are that rock that is being chiseled into a beautiful sculpture, sometimes through pain, but it is beauty all the way through. Yes?
Okay.
I know you heard me. Taking a breath?
Yes, ma'am.
I promise it's going to be okay.
It will.
Yes.
Just takes time.
Well, it takes time and the courage to change the things you can.
Mm-hmm.
And the wisdom to know the difference. All right? Do you meditate?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Good. All right? In your meditations, inspired thought. In your meditations, inspired thought. And when you're with them, when they do come over, you are a great mom. And you're going to not ask them anything that will trigger you. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're going to remove your triggers one trigger at a time. And so it is. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Peace and blessings to you. Check in again. All right.
Thanks. All right.
All right. Take care. That's Adrienne from Texas.
And if you would like more call-in magic with Dr. Marissa, there's an entire playlist of those shows on my YouTube channel, and you can enjoy those. I basically, it's called Take My Advice. I'm not using it. So I have advice on everything from relationships to careers to health and well-being. So you name it. I have an opinion that usually helps people be happier 88% of the time with that advice. And that is it for today's scintillating show number 595. Thank you for continuing to support Dr. Marissa and her hashtag positively opinionated show. And I'm so grateful to have you always. And thank you so much to all the guys at KCAA. You know who you are for supporting me and the work that gets done here. Just remember, it's all about balance, peace in, peace out, world peace through inner peace. This is Dr. Marissa reporting live, reminding you to go forth and multiply the goodness that you are. Have the best day ever. See you tomorrow.